Hey there, Tube Nice. It's your friendly neighborhood flash in the pan. We're going to do another mag painting video because that's what I do. No, I had a great neighbor who is moving to the Philippines and he's not allowed to take a lot of his freedom with him. So he gave me a bunch of that freedom, and so I have a bunch of black magazines that I just can't stand, you know me. I want to try something a little different on this one, much like the more recent ones that I've done. So a while back I asked for a set of tiger stripe Hey Dudes from the family. I think it might have been Father's Day or something like that. Doesn't really matter, it's no big deal. They could not find tiger stripe, so they came up with this. This is Bottomland camo. Right there. Is that a mossy oak? It is, mossy oak product. So it kind of grew on me. I didn't really care too much for it originally, but it grew on me over time. It's a pretty decent little pattern there. But if you look at it, it's very similar to tiger stripe in a lot of ways, except of course Bottomland, I'm thinking more swamp when you say that. And so with our black pieces there, it looks a little more liquidy. And then the rest of the camo is very much more like woodland, where it's just the kind of that roundy, blobby stuff. So I'm thinking with the thing that's going to be hard to figure out. So this is going to be more of a tan, although it's a dark tan. I can't actually tell the color of this. I don't know if that's green or brown or some weird combination therein. And I'm going to try not to buy another can of paint because I have a few. That's not even all of them. So I want to try and make this, but I don't know for this color if I should do brown or green. And I don't want it to be just another version of my tiger stripe, because obviously it has to be more liquidy, and these stripes are more horizontal than diagonal like tiger stripe is-ish. I mean, that's how I make mine anyway. So I'm going to try, obviously our base tape will be more this liquidy style, which is going to be difficult, and it'll be more, you know, this way, I guess, yeah. But, and then our khaki, and then our brown, brown or green. Part of me wants to do green. I guess when I think swamp, I think more green. So I'll probably just do that, and so we'll see how it turns out. And then worst case, I've got, I don't even know how many more of these. We can try another version with brown and see which one turns better. So let me put a bunch of strips down, and I'll bring you back just to see what I came up with, and then we'll do our base coat of khaki. Stick around. Okay, so I don't have, it's more horizontal. It's still very tiger stripe-ish. I can't, unless I break out like scissors or the X-Acto and really get like that clear, kind of clean cut, liquidy looking thing. I mean, this, you know me, I'm not too particular. So I think we're there. I showed my color expert, i.e. my wife. She says this is green, so that's consensus. We're just going to use green. So we're going to start with our base coat of khaki, and then we will do our green after that. We'll figure that part out. Stick around. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to do our other coats for our Bottomland camo. So again, this is just going to be green. So everything else is khaki, just like the shoe. Khaki and green. So I'm just going to kind of green everywhere, let it dry, and come back, peel all the tape off when it dries. I've shown this before. I use little C-clamps whenever I'm painting stuff, so when I'm done painting, I usually hold it in my hand and spray it, but then when I want to let it dry, I just hook it in a C-clamp and set it down on something to dry. Just a little pro tip. Stick around, we'll see how it turns out. Alright, so didn't turn out quite as good as I wanted it to. This really just looks like a variation of tiger stripe, if we're being honest. So on my tiger stripe, I always try and do more diagonal, Diagon Alley, Harry Potter reference. And so with this one, I went kind of horizontal to make it look different, but I think with the difference between tiger stripe and that whole Bottomland thing is kind of the edges. So on that Bottomland stuff, it's a lot more not straight, but like rounded. It's more sharp, not jagged like I do on my tiger stripe. So I think I may have to actually spend time and do, like, get some scissors out and cut specific patterns. Like if you're trying to do an actual old school woodland, which is God's Camo if you don't know, if you're trying to do something like that, you really do need to have like a dedicated edge, a nice clean edge that's not very kind of splatter like I kind of do, just because I'm a simple person. This didn't turn out horrible, but to me it looks just more like a variation of tiger pattern, just without the brown in this case. Tiger stripe, not tiger pattern. So we'll call this failure. We'll call this failure a Bottomland Mark 0 or Mark 1. How do I do stuff? Hell, I don't remember. We'll call it Bottomland 1.0. All right, so this will be Bottomland 1.0. I'll break out, and I think even with the tan and the green, if you go back and look at that shoe, I don't have it out here with me, but it's even with the green and the tan, it's a lot more sharp edges, more like a woodland pattern. So I guess when we do 2.0, we will have to break the scissors out and do some real quality taping. But I appreciate you guys sticking around. It still looks good. Still passes the cool vibe at the range. That's all that matters. Gotta look cool first, right? Appreciate y'all watching. See you on the next one.